Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mike Balan. We're still here in California. We're actually enjoying a little vacation in San Diego. We drove here afterwards, after the tournament. We didn't get to do a deck profile because we got kicked out. The tournament ended really late, so I figured we'd do a deck profile. Before that, I just wanted to show the different things that I won. Of course, we got the playmat for making it top 64. We have two of these, since my brother also topped. And then they gave us an iPad 2, not the iPad 3. Come on, Konami, trade this for me. I already have an iPad. I'm doing this video on iPad. We have two Blood Fists. This one's really cool. It says Yugioh 100th YCS champion. So that was awesome. And I also got a paid flight to, I guess, Nats or Albany YCS. So that's cool. I won the tournament with Darkworlds. Everyone's questioning, like, is Darkworld's tier 1 now, blah 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 blah. I always thought that Darkworld's had a very strong matchup versus Rabbit, and just versus everything. It's very unexpected, and it's very hard to side against them without changing their decks around. Like, the opponent, they can't side without messing up the flow of their own decks. It's very different, and then things like Grapha, they're big beaters that just come back. It's just crazy, and the speed of the deck is crazy. So we're going to go start with the monsters. The staples are like the 3 Graphas, 3 Snows, search everything. I always go dealings or field spell or drag, sometimes even with snow, searching snow, and that snow searching snow. It things your deck out and you can find everything, and so it's like you can pretty much do whatever you need to do, get whatever you need to get. Brow, 3 brow. They're targets for your tour guides. They also let you draw. 1 beige. This is important for getting the loop. I didn't play the gold or silver because beige does the exact same thing, but you can also normal summon it. So let's say you have a snow and a beige in your hand, you have drag down, you can actually go summon beige and then make yourself use snow's effect. When you use drag down, they'll have to discard the snow. If this was like a silver or a gold and a snow, when you play drag down, your opponent is most likely going to pick the gold or the silver, and then all you do is special summon it, and then you don't get the field spell or whatever you're trying to search for with snow, and you kind of get slowed down right there. I also played 2 tour guide. A lot of people question this choice. I think if you draw multiple tour guides too early, especially when you have all your 3 drag downs still, it messes up with the flow because you can't keep using drag down anymore. They will pick your tour guide if you have 2 of these. You can summon 1, you'll still have 1 in your hand, and you kind of get, screwed over a little bit. Another reason is because other decks, they also use normally 3 tour guides and 1 Sangan. They're going to be summoning tour guide, getting Sangan 1 time. That's 1 tour guide summon. Then they're going to do tour guide again, get another tour guide. So you're really only summoning a tour guide twice. That's all you need. Here we have 3 brows, and like I said, it's not the focus of the deck, but it does give you big plays, so you can't just cut these, you need it. Makes your Labiers, your Zen Mains, your Acid Golem, Leviathan, etc. And then in place of the 3rd tour guide, I decided to put Malefic Stardust Dragon. I was watching Human. He is a former SJC champion. One of my friends play against Don Rabbit. He was using Gravekeepers, and our main 3 of these. He's telling me how good they were because it's very easy outs to Lagia and Dolga and any other monsters. And also, a lot of people set MST. I play the field spell. They wait for me to remove a Darkworld monster or fiend or whatever, and then they chain MST and blow up my card. But when I play the field spell, they don't expect this. I drop it, and now my field spell is out for a long time, and it's too late for them. So that's the monsters. We'll go to spells. I think the spells were pretty standard. I played 3 gates, 3 Darkworld dealings. This was an important card. It would definitely have you play at least 2, but 3 is good when you don't really expect the mirror match. Now that Darkworld's 1, I don't know if I'd play 3 because there might be more net deckers or who knows, but if you can play 3, play it. If you don't think anyone else is going to play the deck, because that's very fast, it makes the deck go off. Definitely play 3 drag downs. When you can see your opponent's hand, it's just really amazing. You can plan what you need to do, what you can take out their cards that are going to hurt you the most, and you also combo this with Mind Crush and totally destroy them. I played only 2 Upstart Goblins. I had a 3rd one, which makes your deck, 37 card deck, but I wanted to fit in a skill drain. I thought it was very important, so I figured cut it Upstart. I usually side my Upstarts out anyway, so 38 card deck is still better than a 40 card deck to me. Do that. Card destruction, obviously, Foolish Burial. You have to play it. I mean, one of the most important points of the deck is to go get Grapha into the grave as fast as possible. Once you get that Grapha out there, you're very good. You can also put a pitch a monster for your field spell, and in my, I believe, top 32 or top 16, I'll have to check that later, I actually Foolish Burialed a Raven in game 2 and reborned it, and I ended up OTKing in a game I shouldn't even probably have won if I didn't have this card. And we play Allure, Heavy, Reborn, and Darkhold. For the traps, definitely 3 Reckless Screens. You guys probably see from the feature match, this won me a lot of games. Even if I just drew 1, I would set it. I wouldn't use it right away unless it was MST'd, but for the most part I would wait till it goes to my draw phase, draw a card, then play it. And along with my other draw cards, I usually saw more than 1 copy. If you get off 2, it's just amazing. Like, you just have so much advantage, and you start going off and the ball just keeps rolling, and players just can't stop it. So you definitely gotta do this when you side deck. Never side out the Reckless Screens. I never did, even with Decree, and I'll explain that later on. 2 Mind Crushes. It's good when you have your drag downs. When you side deck, I'll explain that. I side out my drag downs going in game 2, and I would side these out too, but this is a very powerful card. When you can see their opponent's hand, you just disrupt their hand. So I played 1 Torrential. I'm going to have a lot of big beaters anyways, so I figured, why am I going to go ahead and destroy my own monsters? I use this also just to clear out Ryos, any kind of like monsters. When rabbits summon their 2 normals, I'll use it, but other than that, I don't want to be destroying, because usually my field presence is really good. Also, I figured that everyone's going to be maining a Starlight Road now, with these coming at 2, so I just stick to 1 copy. These 2 cards, Deck Devi and Skill Drain, I played only 1 of. The deck's so fast, draws through your whole deck, that you're going to almost always see a Deck Devi or Skill Drain if you're drawing and playing the deck properly. So then there was really no point in playing more than 1 copy. This is so good right now. Again, you see your opponent's hand, a drag. Instead of picking their monsters, you can pick like a spell or a trap, because you know that you have Deck Devi, and then you just blow up everything. Use it good with Mind Crush as well. Skill Drain, I did use this more for defense. They summon their tour guide. They can't do anything with it. They scoop. It was good against windups, insectors, everything. It's an amazing card. Starlight Road. I'm playing Skill Drain, I'm playing a lot of traps and protecting my field spell, and everyone's playing Dark Hole, Torrential. Some people still play Mirror Force, so it's a very good card. And Solemn Judgment, it negates everything, so it's a very flexible card. You can't get rid of that. As for the side deck, I think with this deck, more importantly, is learning how to side, and I'll explain that in the video later. But my side deck consisted of 3 MST and 2 Decree. These are pretty much the back row hate. Everyone's going to be siding in against me. Their Shadow and Prison Mirrors, their Macrocosmos, any other kind of back row hate. That's probably what they have in their side deck. I don't think anyone was going to be playing Gemini Imps because it's only focused on one deck. I didn't think people that top were going to have those. I figured they're going to have Macrocosmos. My brother, he sided 3 Macrocosmos, so I was like, 3 MST is not enough. I had to add the Decrees, and it did wonders. I played Dark Smog just for decks that rely stuff in the graveyard. Or if I play maybe the Mirror Match, which luckily I didn't play anything on any of them. It's an okay card. If Plants was still around, then maybe I would main it, but the way things were, I didn't really need to. Mirror Force, just for, I don't know, some decks that like the Swarm. Not obviously like Insectors or anything, because they would pop this first, but I think it's still a good card. It's still unexpected. People think, hey, they don't play Mirror Force anymore, and it gets screwed over.